use any exchange among 5 ones you have. You have RoyalQ, you have Boundit. You understood that 2 applications can work for you, but to what extent do you benefit from them? To what extent do you maximize the benefits and profits that are available in those applications? To what extent do you educate yourself so that you can become the one you want to be? This is a question everyone can ask himself, and the solution is in his hands. For us, if we gather here and we meet as an affiliate, we offer what we have. There is nothing other than knowledge and skills. And of course, that's why I always say that whoever who tries to benefit from this education, yes, I can see we have gone live stream. Of course, Mr. Alexei has already started. So now it is very important for everybody to understand that blockchain technology has opened the door for individuals to create wealth, individuals to create, of course, the lifestyle that is different from what we have been encountering in our previous centuries. This has started, of course, with 21st century, where, of course, we can see that people can always benefit from the innovation and revolution as well, because we are in innovative technology that has revolutionized the way businesses are done. Most importantly, technology that has revolutionized the financial sector of payments and transactions across the globe. This is nothing other than the blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies that most people are still behind about it because of lack of understanding, because of being a slave of traditional systems that have already made people get dragged behind. So we are here to share the common education that, of course, on our side in Crypto Bridge World, we call life-changing opportunity. And of course, I believe that whoever who will be grabbing this opportunity, who will have this kind of knowledge and skills, who will become professional, and who will be more and more informed, will always be on the forefront of what is going on in this new era of transformation and revolution that, of course, have sparked off the new evolution of money that the world is going through. Yes, I can see senior lecturer has already come. And of course, we are live, of course. I would like to welcome him, of course, to give us lecture. And I think he will start, of course, giving us the news in the crypto space and, of course, in the world in common. Our senior lecturer, you are most welcome. Over to you. Senior lecturer, can you hear me?
Sorry, I had not, sorry. I did not realize that I was muted. Sorry. I was hearing very perfectly.
All right,
yes.
You're most welcome.
So, thank you very much indeed. Yes. So in the morning, we try to put it on our platform to help you understand the current situation, the things that are a business that can easily be affected by the international activities. Of course, there are many businesses. If your business is in the village these days, oh, well, maybe you are lucky somehow. If your business is in the village, probably you are lucky. You are on the activities taking place in the modern world. Your business is bound to have some effect. Let me just give an example. If you have a business in the village, you may not even know that there is a problem of internet. If you have a business in the village, you may not even know power outage, that electricity. Your business is very modern and in the city and so on. You will get to know the effect of certain activities on your business. Now, in our case, if you are in this business, the crypto world, you really have to understand that important events around the world, maybe it is war, maybe it is a disaster like epidemic, diseases, pestilences, maybe it is any other activities, probably economic activity. If you are in this kind of business of ours, those things surely have an effect. Yesterday, no, some few days before, I explained especially two terms, two very important terms, when we were discussing our lessons in the evening like this. I talked of an important term. One of them was feud, fear, uncertainty, and then also doubt. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. We said that if there is bad news about a disease, if there is bad news about bank failing, if there is bad news about scammers stealing money, people stealing money, if there are bad news about bad relationship between two countries, if you are neighboring countries and there is bad news that the two countries are almost beginning to fight, almost thinking of fighting, those things for real, they affect business. They create fear, they create uncertainty. Uncertainty means people will not be very sure whether to continue as normal or to take their time without rushing. People will be uncertain. Uncertain people, or uncertainty means people will actually not want to rush. They are not very sure. Then, of course, doubt. So indeed, economic activities taking place in the United States of America can have a big impact. So today, at least we presented to you, just like we showed the other day, that if you are expecting some announcements, you have to sit down and really prepare yourself to see if that announcement at the global level, it has an effect on the economic activities. So like you have seen here, today, it was posted on our platform that United States Fed, US Fed is almost like the central bank. It's almost like the central bank acting. They opted for a small rate rise. They were expected to increase the rate of lending money, which is also the rate of interest. Sometimes economists, people who have studied economics at high level, they may even say the cost of borrowing money. They talk of the interest rate, the cost of borrowing money, the cost of lending money, and so on and so forth. They use it in various ways. So the rate was 4.5, or we can say 4.50% lending rate formally. But yesterday, that they are going to increase by a 2.5 here, and the rate will change and become 4.75%. And indeed, people were guessing that if the rate is to increase by only the 0.25, which is 0.25%, people were saying that is a little bit fair. It will be a little bit fair, only 0.25%. It will be a little bit fair. If it is to go beyond, maybe it is to add by a 0.5 so that it gets to 5.0. Then they were saying that that is bad. If it was
The signal is off, sir. Can you hear me?
yes, I am able to hear.
Your voice is not coming well.
Let me see. Could it be that I am muted? No, I'm not even muted. I don't know how.
It is the internet. It's your internet.
Yeah, I think so. I think it could be the internet. It should be the internet. I can see that the voice is now.
Yes, but it is proving now. Right.
Okay.
You may go on.
All right. Yes. So people had the understanding that there is going to be a change. And then they were aware that if the change is to increase too much, it is going to cause problem. If the change is not too much, it will be okay. Like I put it here in a summary, because someone was asking, that doesn't mean that the Fed report was good. I said, no, it was not really good. Not exactly, it was not good. Traders were waiting for three alternatives. They knew that if it was to increase by only 0.25%, that one is okay. It is almost like they have not done much. But they were fearing that if it was to increase by up to 0.50, then the market will become red. Prices were going to drop if it was to increase by 0.5. They expected that the market was going to suffer. We were going to see a bear. It was going to be bearish. If they don't do anything, they don't increase and they don't even change, okay, they were expecting that the prices were going to shoot. The prices were going to shoot. So with this one here, they were expecting the prices were going to drop. With this one here, they were expecting the prices were going to rise. With this one here, they say there will be very little effect. And indeed, it was announced and it was 0.25. You know, 0.25 was supposed to generate bear, except the bear is not very much because it is an increase. It was to generate bear, but the bear was not very much. So what happened? What happened is that there was a slight movement downwards, but the slight movement downward was not very big. People who expected that there was going to be a big movement downward, they saw indeed a slight movement downwards. You see, the price came down from where it was the previous hour. The price came down. It came to 22,760. I'm giving example of Bitcoin only. It came to 22,760. And then it stopped. When it came to 22,760 and it stopped, people realized that, my dear, there is no more bear. Bear has stopped. This is the last chance. If you have money, this is the last chance to buy Bitcoin cheaply. This announcement did not go in a way where we were expecting 0.50. It was an announcement of only 0.25. So this little drop is enough. That is the only drop we are going to enjoy. If you don't buy now, you will miss forever. So what happened? People bought and the price went back. The price went back. The price went back. The price went back. And the price ended up very high. So this kind of movement there is the movement where we say it is triggered by people who are fearing, and it is a fear of missing out, and they call it FOMO, fear of missing out. People felt that the price dropped, but very small. Now, we really fear we will miss this chance. And of course, those who acted could have bought here, bought here, bought here, bought here, bought here, bought here, bought here. But those who were not active, for them, they bought when the price was very bad. They bought when the price was very bad. Why did the price run very fast up? The price ran very fast up because of fear of missing out. When cryptocurrency falls very much, and the reason is not very good reason, this price is not sustainable. It cannot stay here. People will realize that the reason why the price fell is a very small reason which will not keep the price forever. Please, you are going to miss out. So fear of missing out is what pushes the price of currency to move. This usually happens when you are during the bull. During the bull, prices move very fast upwards because people during bull, they are expecting bull next week, bull continuing, bull continuing. So they don't want to miss out when there is bull. Who of you does not want to trade during bull? The trade is so attractive and people begin to fear. The fear of missing out is what pushes prices very, very fast during the bull. And this is exactly what took place yesterday. The prices shot, the prices shot, the prices shot until it went to 24,000. Now, there we are. So that is it. So if you think that you are going to use technical analysis, yes, it is okay. Use the graphs, use the charts, use the line graphs, use the bar charts, but you should know that there are news events and so on, which we call fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis should also guide you. Fundamental analysis should also guide you. Don't dwell on technical analysis only. Also try to be alert and know the news, what is going around, what is coming around. Know that one very, very well. Are you keen to understand where the world economic powers are taking the world? Take advantage of such knowledge. Don't just read graphs, charts of last week, and you are now so sure that the price is going to shoot this evening. Who tells you? What about if there is a war? The price is going to be affected. So get an upcoming events, upcoming news, rumors, plus disasters like epidemic, pandemic, and use such knowledge so that you can trade wisely. By the way, having said this, let us see, where can you get fundamental analysis? Where can you get news? News is even available in TradingView. If you know it, very good. If you do not know it, you should know that news is even available in TradingView. When you get to your TradingView, you can get news, and you can even get news about a specific currency. For example, if I want news about the currency called BTC, which is Bitcoin, I can go there and I can ask about news about Bitcoin in particular. How do I do that? I can click the TradingView, and you see they say look first, then leap. In other words, don't jump in a hurry. Look first, and then you leap. So if I want about Bitcoin, of course, I can go to Bitcoin, and then I click. That is one way of getting news about Bitcoin. But also there is news here in general. there is also news here in general. So there is news here in general, but in your watch list of the script of the cryptocurrency you are interested in, you can pick the cryptocurrency from the watch list, and then you will see the news from inside. Alternatively, you can just come for general news here. So if you want general news, you come here. If you want news about a specific currency, start from the watch list of your currency that you are allowed. Sorry, not BTC, not BTC, it is BTC, it's Bitcoin. So you go there. So let me open Bitcoin as an example. And let us see, is there any news about Bitcoin? I can open BTC USDT. When I open, I can say, give me the full chart. And I click, they will give me the full chart. The question now is, where is the news you are talking about? Did you tell us that if we come here, we will be able to see news? Yes, you will be able to see news. News is here. There. That button you are seeing there is about news. News of cryptocurrency. If you want the news, click on that button. Then the news will appear. Now I click on that button. After clicking on that button, here we are. They are telling me that these are headlines. In other words, the main topic of news is called headlines. So these are the headlines concerning Bitcoin. So they tell you what crypto holders should keep in mind as tax season approaches. In other words, we are moving soon to the month where the world over countries will want to put tax on those who are doing cryptocurrency. In certain countries, it may not be in all countries, but for people who have been keeping cryptocurrency, they are called holders, there is news that tax will come. And this news came just 30 minutes ago. There is another news here. This news came just 31 minutes ago. What is the second news? It is telling us that Bitcoin short-term holders profit taking, it has reached the level not seen since 2021. The profit has gone high. The profit has gone high. The profit has reached levels that have never been seen since November of 2021. The profit now has gone high. It has gone high to the levels that were not even seen in the year of the past 2022. It was only seen last in that year, and so on and so forth. This is another news about Bitcoin. That Bitcoin has run surging. Surging means going at dangerous speed, like a bull running. Because of Fed, the chairman of Fed chair, the chairman of Fed said that this inflationary process has started. He said that they are going on in the war, fighting inflation and inflation and so on. So the Fed chair, the chairman of Fed, talked yesterday. And because he talked, Bitcoin ran to 24. This is news that came 3 hours ago. That's like that. You can see 3 important news available here. Let me repeat as usual. I said, when you open your trading view, and when you are in the watch list, you might be interested in news about a certain cryptocurrency pair of your choice. If you want that currency, feel free, go and open that currency. So when you are in the list like this, you are in the list like this, you are in the list like this. Suppose you want news about this cryptocurrency called Matic. Matic, you want to know news about Matic. Then from the watch list, you have got to go and open Matic. You open Matic, you will see the button for news. So I am opening Matic, not because of any reason, but just to demonstrate how to get news. When it is open, I tell TradingView that give me the full chart. Give me the full chart. So if I click, they will give me the full chart. For me, I put 3 charts here, but those are not my interest. My interest is here. So if I want news, and news about what? In particular, news about this cryptocurrency called Matic. If I want the news, I come and click here. So when I click, they will open the headlines. The headlines are the major news about Matic. And you see Matic is there, you see Matic is there, you see Matic is there. 3 important news. This one is news that came 24 hours ago. This one is news that came 2 days ago. This one is news that came 3 days ago. And so you can read the news item you are interested in. If you want to read this, which came 3 days ago, no problem. You click and you open. Just like that, you click the news and then they open the full news and you read and you read and you read and you read. If you are an expert and if you understand the language of the world in the fundamental news and so on, you will be able to understand. If you feel you want to close, then of course there is the close button on the top right. You click the close button, it will close. The same with the news about Bitcoin, by the way. Let me go back to the news about Bitcoin. Where Bitcoin. When I open the Bitcoin and I ask that I want to see the full chart, I can open the full chart. I have opened the full chart, but interested in the news. If I click the news, they will open. If I want to read again this news that came because of the announcement of the chairman of Fed, I can click anywhere here and this news will open. Now I have clicked and the news has opened. And here now they are telling us that on Thursday, the 2nd day of February, the Bitcoin went and hit 24. It was the first time again since August of last year, Bitcoin had refused to go to 24 since the 16th of August last year. Bitcoin had refused. It came below 24 since August of last year. Yesterday and last night, it was the first time that Bitcoin accepted to come back to 24. You can see it accepted to come back to 24. Why? Partly thanks to the comments made yesterday by the Federal Reserve Chair. The Federal Reserve Chair, or the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Fed is actually short for Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve is like central bank. In America, Federal Reserve is like the central bank. So the chairman of the Central Bank of America, and central bank for them, they call it Federal Reserve. The chairman, this is his name. This is a man, if he has gone to the microphone to give a speech and he has finished his speech, the world economy is going to change because he is in charge of the Central Bank of America. And the meeting, this is not formal, but the meeting, they hold the name of the meeting that they sit to discuss and come up with something is called FOMC, not formal. I don't want you to mistake it for formal. So there was a meeting during the press conference. When they finished their meeting and they came to the press conference to brief the press, television, you find microphone on his mouth, microphone, Al Jazeera, whatnot, all microphone focusing on this man. Immediately as given his speech, you can see the market, if it is downward, if it is upwards. In this case, it came down on the slightly, fear of missing out came, the market went back. Where? To 24. Was it important? Yes. Because since August of last year, Bitcoin refused to go to 24. What made Bitcoin go back to 24 yesterday? It was Jerome Powell. He gave press conference when they finished their meeting. What happened? Bitcoin ran and Bitcoin reached 24 for the first time again. They say for the first time after a long time, after almost 8, 9, 10 months, then Bitcoin went there. And then they say yesterday, they went by 25 basis points and so on. It was announced at that time in the universal timing and so on. You can convert that one to your country and you can see that it is coinciding with the graph of currency movement. So it was announced like that and so on. Some of the speech that he gave and so on and so forth. And then they say the market changed, the currencies moved and so on. So people who still believe that for them, they understand fundamental analysis. They're still struggling there with fundamental analysis. Sorry, with technical analysis. They're still struggling there with technical analysis. That's something like that, and then something like that, and then something like that, and then it went up and so on. They're trying to predict. But some of the speeches given, they are so powerful. They change the whole world. They change the whole world. But anyway, this is the story. So what is it that I am talking about? What we're actually trying to say is that sometimes the teaching that we are teaching here, they really are meant for you. They really are meant to help you. So if you are a blind person, you always just look in WhatsApp groups to see if there is a signal so that you trade. And they tell you, today, trade RSI. Today, trade BTC. Maybe today, trade AION. Today, trade maybe ATA, and so on. Yes, trade. But if they have said today, trade ATA, maybe you can just run to TradingView briefly and check on ATA. You may even find that they have announced there that there is a big, very important change. ATA, just as an example, I'm not saying you should trade ATA. But I'm just trying to say, this is just an example. There is a currency called ATA. You can rush there and see. You may even find that they have put so many important things in the news. Maybe they signed a certain agreement with Huobi. Maybe the Binance went up to their office and they want to do business together. Maybe some of their big company went a step ahead and did insurance to assure the people that their money will not be stolen. If money is stolen, insurance will pay. What I'm trying to say is go if they have put a signal for you and it is about any currency, say ATA. Run to TradingView if you have. Open TradingView. If you get to TradingView, go to your watch list. Go down to the watch list and see ATA, assuming they have told you trade ATA. Where do I have ATA? Maybe I don't even have it. Let me add it already. I did not have ATA USDT. So let me put ATA USDT and let me put it according to its current trading activity inside of Binance, not inside of Coinbase, not inside any other, what exchange. I am not interested in seeing how it is behaving in other exchange. My exchange is Binance. If your exchange is not Binance and it is any other here, you will go to that one so that you can see from there. But in our case, we want to go and see in Binance. So I will add, and it is now in the list, in my watch list. I had not yet added it. It is now in my watch list. I open ATA. Do I want to trade? Of course not. What is the purpose of coming here? We are coming here. I want to display the full graph so that we check the news. Are we interested in news about ATA? Not necessarily. We are simply trying to demonstrate how we can, why am I seeing only 2 graphs and not 3? Okay. Oh, the other one is hiding there and so on and so forth. Let me adjust a little bit more and things like that and things like that. Ooh, I'm surprised. This currency has no news. Well, it looks like it is very strange that this particular currency, there is no recent news. This currency called ATA. It is surprising. It does not have any recent news. So I go back to the list. When I go back to the list, I pick another one. There is this very notorious currency, a currency that can run even 25% in only one day. That's very dangerous currency. Then it can fall by even perhaps 25% again the following day. Let us check if there is any news about the YFII. I click the full chart and I check, is there any news about that currency? There is no recent news. So anyway, some currencies, people could have talked about them. Others are very simple currencies that do not shake the world. And so there might be no news. Well, time is going. Maybe just for completeness, suppose we go to this news. In general, not necessarily news about one specific currency. Suppose we leave the watch list and we come to the news in general. Well, you can click the page for news in general. When you have come to the page for news in general, you can choose either to read all news, but that is not important. If you are with Royal Q and you are focusing on Royal Q, instead of wasting time on all news, you can come on crypto only. You can come and check news about crypto only. You are not interested in news about stock, news about foreign exchange, maybe how dollar and euro, how euro and Great Britain, how Great Britain and Japanese yen are behaving. You are not interested in that. You are not interested in stock. You are mostly interested in crypto. So why should you waste time with all news? You can come for news only about crypto. Remember, you are on the page of news, and instead of wasting time with other non-essential, you rather come to the news of crypto. So you click there, crypto. When you click crypto, they will bring you the news, recent news, good news. Sometimes even bad news, by the way. Bad news is what create what we say, fear, uncertainty, doubts. Those are bad news. Fear, uncertainty, doubts can come because of bad news. So let us see which one is fear that brings fear, uncertainty, doubt, and which one is news that can bring fear of missing out, which can cause traders to flock and start buying in a hurry. This news that is in the form that brings fear of missing out, these are good news, where people feel that I am going to miss this chance, let me buy. Prices move up. But then the news that bring uncertainty, fear, and doubt, prices fall down because people will begin to remove their money and to sell what they have because they think it is very dangerous to continue having the cryptocurrency. So let us see. This is news number one. It came at 5:27 according to my Uganda time. In your country, I believe they would be showing you that it came at 4:27, that first news in your country. Today, as I was teaching, that is when that news came. In my country, Uganda, my clock is showing 5 o'clock and beyond. So the news came just a few minutes ago. In your country, in Rwanda, you will see that it is showing 4:27 p.m. It shows according to your country. So what is the news? They are saying that Coinbase class action lawsuit alleging security selling dismissed. And just one thing, lawsuit, it means that somebody is taking them to court. There is some court involved. Coinbase class action lawsuit alleging security selling. Oh, okay. The lawsuit was dismissed. Okay. The language is difficult. For those who do not understand English well, lawsuit means that they have taken you to court. If it is dismissed, it means that court chased away the person who brought Coinbase to court. Court just told that company, that person, that you are not serious, go away. This court you are brought against Coinbase is useless. Then they say the court is dismissed. So do you think this is something that will attract good news? Or do you think this is something that will attract bad news? Can someone comment? Feel free, please, to comment. If there was a law case against you, and then the judge has dismissed that this law case, doesn't work. From now onwards, Coinbase, go, you are free. You don't have any problem. The case is dismissed. Now, tell me if you have understood. Is that good news that will bring a lot of benefit in the market for Coinbase? Or is that bad news which will bring a lot of problem, fear for Coinbase? If you are able to understand, please volunteer, open your microphone and answer. Is it good news that will bring a lot of benefit for Coinbase, or is it bad news when the court case is dismissed? You can answer, please.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, senior lecturer. I'm Eli. I think this can bring doubt, which leads to fear, because people can say, if it starts being taken to court, maybe it is not fully trustworthy exchanger. So people may fly selling their crypto in this exchange so that they can move to another one. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for trying. Thank you for giving your feeling. Any other person with another view? Any other person who also wants to comment? We thank Eli for giving his view. At least that is a good attempt. That takes a bit of courage. Any other person who wants to be courageous also to give his feeling? Do you think the same way like Eli or a different way? Any other? Because we are learning what we call fundamental analysis, where you should be able to see news and you understand whether this news has advantage or this news has disadvantage.
Yes,
Anyway.
my comment is in the chat.
Yes. Oh, yeah, you put some comment in the chat. Okay, let me see. Let me see there. Yes, let me open the chat. That, of course, good news. Okay, someone has said it brings bad news. Where is my pen? My pen has disappeared. Sorry, my pen has disappeared. Let me bring it back. Let me bring back my pen. Let me see. My screen sharing has disappeared. I touched a button that I was not interested in. Yes, so the screen sharing has come back. Let me go back to the chat. Yes. So Eli said this one is going to bring fear. It is going to bring doubt. And then our senior mentor indicated that this is good news to those who use Coinbase, because trust will be higher, because the court has shown to the public that there is no problem. By the way, this one is the correct answer. It is just that you probably find difficulty understanding the meaning of this if they say a case is dismissed. In English, if they say a case is dismissed, it means that the judge saw that you were being accused wrongly. You don't have any problem. The one who is accusing you without any good reason. He is the wrong person. You are not the wrong person. When they just take you to court, that is bad news. But when the judge has dismissed the court, that is good news. It is like if today you hear I am arrested and tomorrow I am taken to court. That is bad news. That would be bad news. You hear, Oluoch has been arrested. Oluoch has been taken to court. That would be bad news. But if tomorrow you hear that, oh, the judge said Oluoch has no problem, they released him. That is the meaning of the case, dismissed. They released him. They said he has no problem at all. Those people are silly. They are just jealous. It is business jealousy. This is where I will come to my home and even organize celebration, and all of you will be there dancing. Boom, 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 boom. So that is what happened in the case of Coinbase. The case was dismissed. When a case is dismissed, it means the judges felt that this case is useless. Coinbase, go continue your business normally. So that becomes good news. And you will expect that a good number of people will still go to Coinbase. Another news, the second one is here. And now they say Solana, okay? Solana. They say Solana bull has defied the bear trend. Indicators warn rain, the rain may fade. Okay? This language is very difficult. This language is very difficult. First of all, they say it has defied the bear trend. So Solana has been suffering. Solana has been suffering. Solana has been going down. Solana went up to even almost, I think, only $13. From a very high amount, 30 and so on, Solana went down to only about 13, meaning that Solana was in bear. There was a scandal that got Solana into the bear. But of late, Solana has started to defy the bear. In other words, to refuse the bear. Solana is going up. Solana has refused to come down. It has decided to defy. To defy means to refuse the pressure you are given to follow a certain direction. If you are given the pressure to follow a certain direction, you refuse. In English, we say you have defied. So Solana was supposed to be going down in a bear, but Solana has refused that I am not going to obey the bear trend. I am going up. So Solana, they are saying Solana has defied the bear, Solana is going up. But although Solana is going up, they are saying, be warned, Solana can easily come down. You understand that? That be warned that it may fade, that although Solana is resisting and it is going up, be very careful, be warned. Because of what? Because of some technical indicators are warning that this going up of Solana, it is not going up forever. Solana can easily come down. So certain technical indicators show that the defiance of Solana, the upward journey of Solana, Solana is joking. Solana, be careful. Don't run there recklessly. Floating loss will wait for you if you run to Solana recklessly. Go there, but do only one shot. Don't go for cycle, because technical indicators are still indicating that Solana can easily come down and you end up in floating loss. So that one is it. It is only that the English is tough. I'm telling you, English like defy. For a person in Rwanda, it may not be very easy. It may not be very easy, but simply to say somebody is disobedient. There is supposed to be bear. but Solana is disobedient. Solana is not obeying. Solana is turning upwards to green. But although it is turning upwards to green, be very careful. There is a warning. Warning by who? Warning by indicators. What are indicators saying? Indicators are saying that this journey upwards is not going to be permanent. It may easily come back to bear again. That is it. Then we come on. Perhaps we can now stop here. You have heard about Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a powerful, rich man. He is a tycoon. He's a very powerful, rich man in America. He is actually a South African, but now living in America. A tycoon is a person very, very rich. No, I think it is one or tycoon like this. A person who is very, very rich is Elon Musk. When he writes anything on Twitter, the moment people see it, people will even change anything in the market. People can do anything. So he wrote a Twitter. Elon Musk went to his Twitter account. He wrote in the Twitter. He likes writing a lot about Dogecoin. He likes that coin like anything. This coin here is his favorite coin, Dogecoin. So Elon Musk Twitter suspends Dogecoin tipping bot, bigger integration and so on. So the Twitter suspended the tipping bot and so on. It looks like there was something like a robot and so on about Dogecoin, and Elon Musk wrote about it. After Elon Musk wrote about it, it was to do with Dogecoin. It looks like things have changed. Things have changed. I did not read the full detail, but it is about Dogecoin. And of course, more and more and more news. This is about AVAX. They say the network update, AVAX is a coin. It did network update. And after it did its network update, Allah, that gave an advantage. It gave a sure advantage. AVAX is going up. And this is news that came only about 1 hour ago, less than 1 hour ago. This is news that came less than 1 hour ago. It means that if you are interested in trading AVAX is likely to go up. It was lifted because of the good news. They updated their network. They updated their network, and people are now putting better trust in AVAX. It was a first mover Americas. It went that AVAX is now very fast. If you are sending AVAX, if you are trading AVAX and so on, it shows that the people behind it have very good brain. They can do update. So this is it. So what have I said? What we have said is that if you want a specific fundamental news about a coin, go to the watch list and check that coin. If you just have time and you want to read news in general, but about cryptocurrency, news in general, but about cryptocurrency, not a specific one, come to the general news, but don't go to read all news. Don't waste your time there. Instead, go and ask for news about cryptocurrency only. That is what you should do. When you go for news, what is the purpose? The purpose is to study the world market about cryptocurrency so that you get to understand whether there is bad news and a certain cryptocurrency or all cryptocurrency in general will be blood, will be red, will be moving down. Or sometimes also in the news, you begin to see an explanation why a certain cryptocurrency, or perhaps even many cryptocurrency, the prices are shooting high today. Like what has caused the price of Bitcoin to shoot high to 24,000? They told us that since August last year, Bitcoin refused to go to 24. Why is it that last night Bitcoin went to 24? It is because of Fed, Federal Reserve. That Powell, that powerful man, he gave a speech, and the speech ran round the world on television. People felt they should resume the market. Bitcoin came down only slightly. People realized that Bitcoin has stopped. My friend, are you seeing Bitcoin? Yes. Is it going down anymore? It has stopped. Do you think it will continue down? I think we are missing out. Fear of missing out. Bitcoin went to 24. Because of what? Because of fear of missing out. People saw that Bitcoin was not willing to drop anymore. It went up. Yes, this is like something that is worth taking. We have taken the full period of our discussion this evening, explaining especially the take home, or the important thing that we are actually explaining is that in your journey, there is technical analysis. You look at graphs, you look at charts, you look at bar graphs, you look at statistics, you look at data about things that took place recently about specific currencies. That one is technical analysis. It can help you to try to understand what will come tomorrow, what will come tonight, what will come in the near future. But we also don't have to forget that for you to be complete, you also need fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis has nothing to do with the graph. It has more to do with news. It has more to do with news. Some news will show you that the people behind this cryptocurrency, they are the wisest groups of people. Next week, they are going to upgrade. Next week, they are going to launch. Tomorrow, they are going to do this. Those are fundamental analysis. But if you hear that this currency here, the head of this currency here is in trouble. He stole money. He stole money. They have taken him to court. They have arrested him yesterday. You should know there is big trouble with that currency. That is fundamental analysis. If you hear that the owner of this cryptocurrency is arrested, that is bad news. If you hear that he was released, they said he has no problem, he was released, sometimes it can be good news, especially if it was very clean. But if people are even still doubting that this man just bought the judge, this man may be arrested again, my friend, this opportunity, let us remove our money. Sometimes they release him, but people still doubt. Sometimes they release him and it is completely clear that there is no problem. So trade with care, use technical analysis, and it will help you. Trade with care, use fundamental analysis to cross-check what has been given by the technical analysis, so that you don't just go when there is bad news waiting for that cryptocurrency in just the next 1 hour or 2 hours, so that you don't end up in a dangerous floating loss, you will begin to fear that I thought this currency was going up. Everything indicated that this currency was going up. What went wrong? It is just Fed. Nothing went wrong. It is just that Fed gave announcement, and the announcement can change direction, and the currency will change. So that is it, dear friends, for our discussion this evening. I gave you a question, and of course, your attempt are indicating that at least you are trying to see what to say. Let me see, there is Alfred here. Alfred said it is good news because the fears of lawsuit has been dismissed. Oh, yes, good. Yes, that is it. So the fear that Coinbase is going to close, the fear that Coinbase is going to collapse, the fear that the money in Coinbase will now become impossible to remove, all those fears went because the judge or the judges said this case is not standing. This case is useless case. You just go, you are free. So Coinbase gain. It is similar with a certain cryptocurrency. There is a cryptocurrency called XRP. XRP. This cryptocurrency, the name is called Ripple. Ripple. Ripple has been in a serious court case for long. They have been fighting a serious court case, but soon they are also going to win. They have gone a long way for years, and the evidence shows that they are likely to win. They are very soon going to win the court case. My friend, the day it will be announced that the court case against Ripple is dismissed, and therefore Ripple has no problem, you are going to see how Ripple will run. Ripple will run. Ripple will run. Let me check Ripple to see where it is. And you will know that Ripple will run. Let me see, Ripple. Where is Ripple? Ripple. XRP is the name, is the way it is called. So Ripple is here. At the moment, the price of Ripple is only 0.4120. It is less than $0.50. Today, as we speak, the price of Ripple is less than $1. But if we have to look around, and let me turn the candlestick in terms of months, so that we just see that in the past month, was Ripple really selling at this price, or it was because of this dangerous court case? Let me go to this, and I choose the candlestick for months so that we can easily see the past very fast. So I choose month as the candlestick. So you can see that there was a time when Ripple was selling for 1.9669, almost selling for $2. It was almost selling for $2. Today, Ripple is selling for even less than $0.50. Today, Ripple is selling for less than $0.50. If tomorrow the court will declare that Ripple has no problem, it will run high. Don't be surprised that it is just in 1 month and Ripple has increased from less than $0.50 maybe to $3 in 1 month. don't be surprised. Ripple will run. It will do retesting. Of course, it will run. Then there is a retest. It will run. Then there will be retest. And we run until maybe $3. And there is, of course, going to be the fear of missing out. Like me, I've already known about it. When the announcement comes, I will want to go and jump there because I am also among those who will be fearing to miss out because Ripple will run probably even, you never know. You will be surprised that Ripple will even run maybe up to $8 in only 2 weeks. And if somebody bought Ripple at this price and bought probably 25 of them, buying 25 of them at that price is very, very cheap. But each of the 25 you are now selling, not at 0.41, but each one you are selling now at $8. And if this is something to happen only in 2 weeks, there will be serious fear of missing out. People will run there and the price will run forever. It will run to 4. It will try to move down. People will push it back. It will run to 7. It will come down. People will still be fearing to miss out. It will go on and on and on. Ripple here is in court, but they are about to win. And the announcement will come. Ripple will go up. Those are fundamental items of news that you have got to prepare yourself. In the meantime, my trade is going on there automatically. This person a little bit late. Let me answer the person a little bit later. But otherwise, this is what I have prepared for you. And if there is no other issue coming our way, then it is okay. I can turn back the screen sharing out so that it gives opportunity for my boss and mentor to proceed from here. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, our senior lecturer, for this fundamental analysis. This will always differentiate traders. There are some traders who don't care about news, and only what they care about is money. Yes, we all come in the market, of course, to do business, but when it comes to the money, most people don't think about where money comes from and the factors associated with, of course, the journey they are in. They focus about money. They focus on money. But now, when you are always informed, you can even protect yourself. That's why you are here, because you are informed. No matter what, you are here because you are informed. Some other people who are not informed, you cannot see them here. There are some other people who are informed and they are gathering in different online education, of course, using different platforms. For us, we are using Zoom, but others are using other platforms learning about cryptocurrency. Now, what I can say is, don't allow anyone to steal your dreams. Don't allow anyone to steal your goal. Don't allow anyone to become a barrier for opportunity, but put your much focus on every factor that can enable you to become successful in this journey. So yes, when you come, of course, across fundamental analysis, you may sometimes ask yourself that, is the Fed controlling the cryptocurrencies? There are some people may come up with the question that you said that there is nobody who controls cryptocurrencies market, but you said that when the chair, of course, of Federal Reserve of America, gives a speech, there are some changes in the crypto space. Maybe you can ask yourself, is he controlling the cryptocurrencies? We can say the cryptocurrencies is controlled by the buyers and sellers, but the speech of the Federal Reserve can have an impact on the demand of the people in the market. And if the demand is a factor that, of course, enables crypto to go high when the demand is high, of course, the announcement about the inflation policies that are in place at the moment can affect the demand. When the demand is affected, changes occur in the crypto market immediately. If the interest rate is high and the people remove money in crypto and go to put it in the bank, immediately the price will fall. So it means that the event that has occurred has created an impact on the market because that event affects demand. So when the interest rate is lowered, people can just, of course, get money from bank and go to put it in crypto, and demand is, of course, going high. It means that the price will shoot. When they go up, of course, another change occurs in the market. So that's why, in most cases, we can always be informed so that we can understand the field we are, of course, playing in. And of course, when it happens in this kind of way, our robot is always vigilant to monitor what is happening. Even if market goes up, even if it comes down, remember, you are skilled in setting the strategy and you know what to do, because when the market keeps coming down in deep and you are trading the currencies like these three major ones, you can find the way you can, of course, get more capital to add so that you benefit to buy in deep. And then when the market turns back, every margin call you buy will have bought, of course, will be sold away together with the profit. This time, no panic. This time, the discipline should be a concern. And this time, no excitement, but persistence and patience play the big role for you, of course, to become more professional who understands what is going on. I really thank you so much, our senior lecturer. It's really, really amazing, of course, education for today. Most people have been used to come and learn about setting, trading, but today it has been, of course, another lecture that is very important, that I wish that we'll have this lecture in most of the time, so that people can learn how to use their applications, also to navigate in the news so that they can know what is going on. And this will help them to predict what may come, other than always watching what the experts are predicting. You can even become professional and you can even predict what may happen. So this is very important. And I believe that in the coming time, people will go on understanding, but I can repeat it again, don't allow anyone to steal your dream. Be focused, be wise, and think outside the box. So now we are together with Eli Pizermana. Of course, he's of course helping in the lecturing, teaching, and of course he's helping many. So I would like to welcome him, of course, to give his share, and then we'll call it a day. So if you have a question, please put it in the chat box. We will see it, and we will, of course, request the lecturers to answer it. Mr. Eli, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jean-Paul. I would like to not take a long time because I'm not going to teach. Instead, I'd like to encourage people to keep on coming and learning, because these are the basics that we need to be successful in this business. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're most welcome. Please, you have a team. You have a team, and your team members are not here. Let me come back to Royal Q. Royal Q has given us a chance to build one another. and building one another leads to profit for one way or the other. So you have team members, they are not here, maybe for several reasons, but good enough. Make sure that you will share the record to them so that they can go through what they have missed. And whatever it takes, do follow up to your team members, and you know that they are going through this education. I believe that when you have become the Royal Q member, achieving the rank means the success. In leadership, but also in the benefits. When you become V2, you have the team of 20 people that you lead. When you teach them very well how to trade, you earn the passive income from that trades. Not only this, you have right to become a mentor. And when you have some people you are giving mentorship, when they joined you, 50% will become of what they generate will be coming into your Royal Q asset. And when you go up to the next rank, the percentage of the income you earn keeps growing. And of course, you go on qualifying to other benefits that the lower rank does not get. For example, when you go to V3, you start to get the peer reward that V2 and V1 don't get. So now, there are a lot of benefits in terms of climbing higher in leadership, of course, in ranks, and responsibility to help the people to grow is a very big concern. Please mind about this, think about this. Thank you so much for contribution, of course, of everyone here. And within 30 minutes, we are coming back to Kinyarwanda call. I thank you all. Let us, of course, work together towards our success. Thank you so much. If there is no any question, please, we can keep it here and we get prepared for the next Zoom call. I wish you the best. Bye-bye.